Hello and welcome everybody to another episode on the channel of me going into some old stuff on Lego. You see the title, you saw the thumbnail. Today is going to be an interesting day, but a really cool one. Today we're actually diving into the waters of the deep and going back in time to see the very interesting Takadox. This thing is old. I am very glad to have this thing in my possession. And I wouldn't have it if it wasn't for the fact that I was able to find a shop known as Andy's Brick Shop. So this place is really cool because they take and they sell old, like Lego, whether it's new, old, doesn't matter, right? Like as long as it's in good condition, they'll take it and they'll put it on for sale. And then if you're lucky, you see it, you can get your hands on some cool stuff. So if it was for them, I wouldn't have this. And I'm really glad that I found this thing because it was so cool to see this. Oh my God. But yeah, bear in mind, I have not opened any of these yet, so I have yet to see any of the things that, ooh, okay, hello. Oh, this takes me back. Oh, the nostalgia. Oh, hello. Oh, would you look at that? Feel free to take a moment to pause this and check it out. But yeah, this is Andy's Brick Shop. This is really cool. Really, really cool. I love this place. I'm really hoping I can go back at some point. And for those of you who are watching that are from the store, if you are, thank you very much for having us. It was an awesome time. Granted, there was a few things that I wish were there, but hey, I understand. You guys probably have a lot of things coming through, so the fact that I was able to find what I found, like Takadox here, was awesome. And there's more too, as well. I'm looking very forward to that in the future and sharing that with you all. So first things first. Look at that. That is awesome. So these guys were made back in like 2007, give or take. They're part of Bionicle also. So it looks like, oh, look at that. Dude, this is so cool. My God. So, I love how these things are all just, oh my God, this is incredible. They have a lot of cool stuff here. This is the stuff that I used to mess around with back in the day. If it wasn't Lego Star Wars, it was Bionicle. That's what it was for me with Lego. So let me see. Here's the fun part about this. I actually remember some of this from memory, so I can just go through some of this and just go for it, you know? But yeah. Am I following the instructions? Nope. Should I? Yes. Will I? Yes. But for some of this, I don't have to. Oh, so that's actually done. That's a very satisfying click. I had to be careful with some of these parts because some of these are old. Like again, like 2007. Damn! That is just, wow. The condition that these parts are in are incredible, all things considered. I am glancing at the instructions to make sure I can see some of this. Because that's the thing with Bionicle. You can see some of it and just be like, you're just going through it and you're flying and you're grand. You're grooving. Oh, whoops. That is the... that thing, hold on. Look at that. God. This is just a really cool figure to have in my possession again. Because I actually have this guy. I already have this guy, but I wanted to get him because I knew that mine was like kind of scattered a bit. Actually, in fact, here's the corpse. Yeah, this is the corpse. Oh, dear gods. That's the corpse of the original one that I owned before I came across this one. And yeah, I'm sad about that, but I'm a lot happier now knowing that I got this. Also, it really should not take me too long to assemble this. Already did that. Now, Takadox is one of the barraki. They're like warlords of like ocean territory. There's some really cool lore with Bionicle, and unfortunately, I don't remember all of it. But what I do know is that stuff, that lore gets absolutely insane. Like, let's put it this way. Their, like, laws of physics and reality there is not like ours. It really isn't. There's just, like, a bunch of stuff that happens there that is just cranked up to 11. It is so satisfying to hear the snap. Not the snap of, like, oh, damn it, I just broke something. Of, oh, wow, that is just, we're good. We're secure. We are fine. We're grooving. Let's see. Okay. So we're gonna have that there. I believe that here. Oh, the head, jaws. This is just really cool. Yeah. I'm enjoying this. This is old, yeah, and I know there's probably a bunch of things where it's like, oh, you could improve this by doing this, or blank, or that, or whatever, right? Like, I know that there's a number of things that I could be doing, and you know what? I just say, shove off, alright? I'm having fun. Besides, I am going to be taking, let's face it, right? I have a corpse of the original, right? Like, I had this guy before I got this guy, right? And after this, I could easily just take the parts from this thing, put it onto this one, and upgrade it, make it even more cool. Yeah. That machine is just going. Yeah, let's see. This is great. Oh, and that's see. This is the thing that I love about old Lego. Hang on a minute. These are the other barraki. Takadox is right here. There's this guy. Let's see. So there's Pradak, Kalma, Mantax, Takadox, Elec, Karapar, and there's some squid ammo because look at these. These are like little squids. They have little mouths. You can't really see well the camera, but you kind of can see like the little ends of the teeth. If you want to see those things in the lore and like how they look, just look up Bionicle creeping in my soul, or look up that video. It is just a commercial for these guys. This group specifically, and it's just beautiful. Let's see. So I'm just gonna put you there. You could just. I wonder if I can still do this. So you can just. Oh, excuse me. If I can. Dang it. Nope. It does not want to work. Excuse me a minute. You just give me that. It does not want to launch. That, or I just suck at it. I can't do it. That was the one thing I hated about these guys. Don't get me wrong, it was cool. It's cool in concept to have like these like underwater dudes just like they're armed with like these weird crossbows and they're just shooting squids that are just gnashing teeth at like a target. Like that's cool. It is. But execution is I know there's some squid slingers. Yeah, we're gonna call it that, squid slinging, where you just lock one of these into the crossbow and just nope. Oh, it worked that time. Where'd it go? Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Found it. But yeah, now. Here's the interesting about this. I will provide a little bit of lore regarding this guy, and that is the idea that each of them is kind of their designs. Their designs, you can tell they're based off like aquatic creatures, right? Bear in mind, I have like all of them. Granted, had all of them. They're not intact anymore, which sucks. And chances are, you know what? I'm probably going to go hunting for these guys and see if I can get my hands on them again. And if I do, oh, you better believe I'm going to try and mod them. Because these guys are really cool. I love these guys. These are these ones in particular, the barraki were possibly one of my favorite. The Bionicle that actually was around. I think these were actually the first that I had, which is really interesting. These guys have been around for a long time. Like, and I'm referring to the Bionicle line before they stopped being made by Lego. Lego, why? Come on. Bionicle. Amazing line. Fun fact, there was at one point that Lego nearly went into bankruptcy at one point, and they were failing. Do you know what turned that around? These guys. Well, not this one in particular. More like this one. Yes, I have this guy too. I got him as well. He's in another video. Relax. Yeah, I know, I just dropped that out of nowhere. It's like, oh hey, guess what? More content. Yeah, no, I'm happy. I got a lot of cool stuff. There is like a number of things that I got at like Andy's brick shop. Yeah, no, that's gonna be a wild. This is gonna be a wild time because you guys are gonna be seeing a lot of videos now because I got a lot of stuff. I'm looking forward to my birthday because some of that stuff I have to wait for, unfortunately. But hey, it's to be expected, considering what it was. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that though. That's gonna be some fun videos. But yeah, these guys are really cool because they were based off like sea creatures, stuff like that. Because like I think they used to be having a different appearance and all that whatnot, but they got mutated, and then they ended up taking more monstrous forms when they were, as well as the fact that they were banished to the pit. I think the cool part is the idea and the concept of these guys just lurking in the depths, right? And it was just really cool to think about. These guys just lurking in the dark, you know? But yeah, I'll give you a rundown of like what I know. So, Mantax, obviously, it's kind of based like off a manta ray. Kalma was like something aquatic with like a squid. Prydak, I believe, was like a shark. Karapar was I'm guessing a crab. Elek, he was one of my favorites in terms of design, but there was a problem with his, and that's the fact that the cooling process of the plastic that they were using at the time forced from the colors that they were using for the parts, it kind of made them prone to breaking, which sucked so much. It pissed me off because these were my favorite ones and they just broke. It drove me nuts. It drove me nuts. It made me so angry. I had to be so careful with these guys because if I did it, they just broke. And it sucked because I can't really get these guys easily anymore, and it's not fun. I also don't have a 3D printer either. Fun fact, there are people out there on the internet, like me, who like this stuff. And they have 3D printers. I've seen them on YouTube, and they're making 3D printed parts, and it's really cool, right? So, you have that. I'm just thinking about that. It's just, wow. Yeah. Elek, I don't know exactly what he is exactly, but I know he like scuttled around with his claws along the seabed. Takadox, though, I don't know if you can tell with this guy, but he is really cool. He's actually based off a mantis shrimp. If you know what a mantis shrimp is, that's kind of a horrifying concept to think about with this guy. Also, hang on. Here's another cool thing I like about this. This is black light, or UV light. The parts for Takadox, they glow in the dark. And you can see him in this light. He just glows, and it's just really cool. There is so much about this guy that I absolutely love and adore. In a minute, I'll get the lights back on. He's such a cool figure. I mean, just get a good look at that. Look at this shell. That thing is beeping now. Great. I'll deal with that later. But look at that. I missed that clicking noise. Beep. I love everything about this. It's so, it's just so great. And the best part is the idea of knowing that, like, I can just take, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna come back to this guy, right? I'm gonna come back to this guy in a later video. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the parts from my old one. I'm gonna move them over to here. And I'm gonna give you guys a upgraded Takadox for you all to enjoy. And I'm gonna be happy to do so because it's gonna be so cool. And you can kind of see, I kind of was tinkering with this one. The parts on this one are kind of breaking a bit, which sucks. So I'm actually really glad that I got this guy at Andy's Brick Shop for when I did, because oh my god, this guy is just really cool. It sucks that my old one's got, I don't even know where the head is. Wait. Okay. I'm just gonna I need to sort out like a burial for this guy. I'm gonna miss this guy. Granted, he's back, but you know, it still sucks, you know. Yeah. Rest in peace, old friend. Don't worry, you'll live on. I'm so happy to have this guy. It's so cool. Oh, also, set ID number 8916. No, that's 4 numbers, not 5. A lot of the sets we see nowadays are 5 numbers. They're 5 digits. That is like a huge thing. So that's another example of how old this guy is. Like, just wow. Yeah, Takadox. I'm really glad I have this guy, and I'm glad I was able to share him with you. Don't worry, I will be revisiting, and when I do, I'll be sure to put some videos out there, some pictures maybe of the new and improved version. Maybe I'll try and see if I get it with a like glowing in the dark with a black light, just so you can get that eerie look, because you just see this guy, and just imagine you're in the dark and you just see this thing just creeping towards you, lurking in the shadows. It's haunting, and I love every bit of it, because yeah, some of the designs, like, you think about what we can make today, and then you take it this might not evoke as much fear, but at the same time, knowing what we're capable of with Lego and making modifications and upgrades, this can be absolutely terrifying, and I love that. It's what I love about Bionicle. It's what I love about Lego. And I've seen people do crazy stuff with this. So you better believe I'm gonna do what I can to try and upgrade this myself and make it work. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Again, give a thanks to Andy's Brick Shop for helping me out with this one, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have this little guy in my collection again. And I'm very happy for that. For those of you who were there who saw me at the shop, thank you so much for this. Thank you so much. The dogs are going nuts out there. I will deal with that. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you like the content you see and you're not subscribed already, hit it if you're already coming back, you know? And please, these guys have an Instagram. I think it's on the card. You can check it out if you want, but I will also leave their Instagram in my description. So that way you guys can go check them out, follow them, go check out the store for yourself. I think they do online shipping as well, which is cool. I might actually be doing some of that myself. Yeah, sorry. God, I just am an addict for this. But yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next one. And yeah, don't worry, I got plenty more in the future. Until next time, see you around.